Hi everybody, so I thought I would jump on and just share with you what I've just updated on my gut health talk that I've done with my friend who is part of Synergy. And I joined Synergy a couple of months ago, and for those who don't know who I am, my name's Syra. I'm a doula healer tarot reader, and my business is called My High Priestess. And I predominantly follow a raw vegan lifestyle, and understanding about gut health and the microbiome and how important it is to have a diverse microbiome has really been a focus for me over the last few years. And one of the reasons why I decided to join Synergy was because their focus is around gut health and resetting the microbiome and pumping the microbiome with good gut bacteria. And there's a lot of companies out there that, are marketing supplements, and a lot of them don't even make the supplements. So knowing that Synergy make the supplements and market themselves was a real plus for me. And knowing that they really do focus on a high quality standard of produce and supplements, which is basically just the fruits and vegetables. There's nothing else in it. It's just, but the quality of the fruits and vegetables is of a high standard. Their like ethos is going beyond organic, because the products and supplements go through over 600 different types of tests to make sure they are fit for purpose and that they are at a high standard and quality. But it's not just the supplements that gets tested, it's the soil that gets tested as well, to make sure that the fertilization of the soil is up to standard as well. So I was really, like, at first a bit put off by even being a practitioner for Synergy, and it really does complement my business now. But at first I had this narrative playing out and this story around supplements in general, which was more around nobody needs to take supplements, you just kind of need to eat healthy, and I don't need to take them really because I'm on a raw vegan lifestyle, so I don't really need it. But I hadn't really understood the how important it is to have a good soil at the time. And a lot of our soil these days is just not up to standard. Like, it's really been depleted. So when I started to decide whether I was going to join Synergy, my now friend, who I'd connected with, who's been with Synergy for a while now, and it's in her blood through her parents, her grandparents, she said the first training is around diabetes. Now that really piqued my interest because my dad's diabetic, and actually since my dad has seen my transformation through going raw vegan, my mum and my dad went plant-based for 2 weeks just to see how that would help my dad's diabetes, and lo and behold, his bloods were the best they've ever been, and he was able to reduce his insulin, which is fantastic. So so that really did pique my interest with, like, knowing they were going to talk about diabetes and how the products and supplements help with diabetes. So as I was on this training, this little narrative and story was playing in my head, and it was still there, and it was like, no one needs to buy. And obviously the training was amazing, it was so good, so informative, but the story was still playing out, saying nobody needs to spend money on supplements. Like, you can just have a green juice every day, or just eat, not necessarily raw vegan, but just eat healthy. Like, stop having the junk food, the sugar, the alcohol. And as this narrative was playing in my head, this little voice popped in, and it was really soft, and it just said, not everyone's like you, Syra. And then I was like, oh yeah, not everyone's, because to me, like, being raw vegan is not really extreme. To most people it's like really extreme. To me it's just my lifestyle. I just think it makes total sense, but it's not for everyone, and everybody's different. So when this voice reminded me that not everyone's like me, it was just like actually what I needed to hear. Because the average person doesn't have a juicer, doesn't think about juicing or green juice or smoothies. They don't get excited about fruit. Like, I get so excited about fruit. And I was somebody that, 3 years ago, I just had about a banana a week. I didn't even have fruit. It wasn't something I was interested in. So now I get so excited about fruit, and 80% of my diet is fruit. So not everybody's like me, and everybody. So that was a real wake up call, and I was like, oh my god, these supplements are really quality supplements, and they go through so much testing with the pesticides, all of these things that are sprayed on our fruits and vegetables that then we consume, and it really hinders the microbiome. Like, I have this device at home called Aquapure that has electromagnetic field pulsing out that actually cleans most of the pesticides and bacteria and everything, and then I use bicarb to clean it and distilled water. So I'm very much a stickler for this kind of stuff. So knowing that Synergy is just as focused on making sure that all of these things are up to standard was one of the reasons why I kind of decided to be on board with partnering with them, and getting their products out there to really help heal people and their microbiome. And the 21-day Purify program is what we just talked about in my gut health discussion, and I shared, which has been really powerful because I've not been with them for long, and this was such great validation for me, and I've been through the program as well, so I can understand it and feel the process. And it's not about depriving us or depriving yourself of food or fasting or anything like that. I mean, you can go ahead and do a fast and do what I did, and all my story, my journey is all on videos here, and my spiritual awakening off the back of me doing this is all available on YouTube. But you don't have to do that. You can do it in a different way that feels right for you, and maybe a bit more slow and steady. But when we feel like we're being deprived of something, we can be really resistant, but you're not depriving yourself really, or I don't feel, on this program. You're actually doing the opposite, because you're pumping the body, the gut, with all the pre and probiotics and all of the goodness it needs, that living bacteria that's going to help feed the gut. And you still eat. You just have to just remove sugar for a while, and not forever, just while you're on this program, and junk food, but you are still eating. You're not fasting, you're not abstaining from food, and you're just pumping it with a lot more of the goodness through these supplements that you're going to be getting, specifically fiber. We just don't get enough fiber, so the benefits is amazing. And my first client that's gone through this program suffers with fibromyalgia, and she suffered with pain for the last 2 years. And by day 8 of this program, she had no pain. She was waking up with more energy. By the end of it, she had more self-awareness. And generally life circumstances that created stress in her life, emotions, would create a flare up, and she'd be in bed for 2 days. And now she had the same situation of her stress coming to her life, but it didn't put her in bed for 2 days. It gave her a little bit of tiredness and exhaustion, but compared to what it would have done in the past, where it would have floored her, it's absolutely the opposite. And that's just a snippet of going on this program, this 21 days, and it is the starter point. If you've been eating a really acidic diet, like really having a lot of sugar, it's you're probably going to suffer with a leaky gut. You're going to have a lot of dysbiosis in the gut as well, which is an imbalance of the bacteria. And we want 85% good bacteria, and we want 15% of the bad. So most people, it's the other way around. So you can change your gut and in a short space of time. And the Purify program is absolutely amazing, because just the results my first client has had in these 21 days is just second to none, and it's a starter to helping making ongoing healthy life choices. So if anybody would like a free health analysis, then please do reach out. And you don't have to do this. You can go down other routes, but you can do a fast as well, and I can support you with that. Or you can just fully go at it on your own. It's without any of the supplements. But the benefits of these, because I even take these supplements, because the quality of which they're grown, the fruit and vegetables, is better, and the standard that they're at is better than any of the fruit and vegetables that you can get really in the UK, unless you are really growing your own and you know your own soil and all of that, because the soil just isn't the best. So yeah, if you do want to have a free health analysis where we can look at this health analysis will really look at what areas of your systems are low, and which supplements can actually help you, whether you decide to do the Purify program or you just want to have a certain supplement to help you with any areas that's low, with whether it's your digestion, whether it's your nervous. There's many different areas that could be weak in terms of the systems in the body that could have a knock-on effect to other systems as well. So yeah, please do reach out and email me, Sarah@myhighpriestess.co.uk, and yeah, I'd be more than happy to do a free health analysis. So yeah, please reach out, and yeah, have a blessed day, everybody.